Minister, Department of Tribal Welfare and Fisheries, Government of Tripura, Agartala, as special guest. Engineer Amulya Jamatia, President of TEST, and Engineer Jeevan Debarma, Secretary of TEST. They have come over the dais and taken their seats. I now request the volunteers to be ready with a token of love that we are to present our dignitaries. I request Engineer Jeevan Debarma, Secretary of TEST, to come over the dais. I may now request the volunteers to kindly come over the stage and present a token of love to our invited dignitaries with Risha and flower bouquet. Sri Jishnu Debarma sir, the chief guest cum inaugurator. Please receive our token of love with Risha and bouquet. Sri Mevar Kumar Jamatia, our special guest. Sri Amulya Jamatia, President of TEST. And Sri Jeevan Debarma, Secretary of TEST, to accept a token of love with Risha. Thank you. Thank you, volunteers. I may now request Tripura State Academy of Tribal Culture and team to kindly come over the stage and present the opening ceremony song. Tripura State Academy of Tribal Culture and team to please come over the stage and present the opening song. Thank you.
Rior
Thank you, Team Tripura State Academy of Tribal Culture, for your sweet, melodious, and meaningful opening songs. I request the volunteers to be ready with a candle as we are merging for lighting lamp ceremony. Thank you. I may now request our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Department of Power, RD Finance, Planning and Coordination of Statistics, the Chief Guest and Inaugurator, Sri Jishnu De Burma, to kindly take this opportunity to inaugurate the 10th General Meeting, 6th Biennial of Test, by lighting a lamp along with other dignitaries. Thank you, sir. Thank you, volunteers. I now request the Vice President of Test, Engineer Manoj Jamatia, to deliver the welcome address. Manoj, sir, please.
Puliano tini zotononu tini fungsangni ani khaksangma bai jiba yafaro tei lamsogo. A very good morning. In fact, it's already afternoon. Good afternoon to all present here today. With due regards to my president, and to all the dignitaries present here today on this 11th day of December 2021. I am privileged to stand here before you on behalf of TEST. On this auspicious occasion, to welcome with love and gratitude on the 10th General Meeting, which is also our 6th biennial conference. May I therefore take this opportunity, guest and inaugurator today, our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Department of Power, RD, Panchayat, Finance, Planning and Coordination, including Statistics, to the Government of Tripura, Sri Jishnu Dev Burma. We welcome you, sir. I also take this opportunity to welcome our special guests today, Honorable Minister, Department of Tribal Welfare and Fisheries, Government of Tripura. In spite of his busy schedule, he has made his presence here with us today. I welcome you, sir. I would not take much time, as we are aware that we are already behind schedule for nearly 2 hours. So I shall quickly go through a few of the points which I would like to mention here today, and shall try to stick in the time with the schedule. TEST has rather a long history by now. Perhaps all of you are aware, and all our dignitaries are also aware, that since the momentum kick-started, it's nearly about 20 years by now. Of course, unofficially it has been even longer. And today we have exactly 639 registered members. We also have members which are not registered yet and we are associated with us for the same cause. We work in every nook and corner of the state today. We also have our members outside the state and even overseas. Besides, our activities are also extended to various other activities such as social commitment programs and for the welfare of the indigenous people of Tripura, and also for the whole state and for the nation as a whole. We patronize this to render our expertise with utmost dedication for the welfare of the state. Today, when the whole world is going through hardships and pandemic, I request my fellow engineers, brothers and sisters, to affirm our commitment with renewed hope and fervor. Once again, before I conclude, I extend my warm welcome with thanks. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir, for such a welcome speech. Ladies and gentlemen, due to constraint of time, we may not be able to hold our honorable chief guest for long. So before proceeding any further, may I take the privilege to invite our honorable chief guest, Sri Jishnu Dev Burma, sir, to kindly address the gathering.
Good afternoon. Seated on the dais, Honorable Minister, Sri Mewal, Kumar Jamatia, the President of Tribal Engineers Society, Tripura, and of course Jibon. He's been coming to me very often. I keep discussing with him. I'm sorry that I'm late and I have to go a little early because I have to do some work. Tomorrow I'm going out of the state. It is good to see. I was hearing the professor from TIT speaking. It is very good to know that you have, say, 630 or 40 members, engineers. And it is even more encouraging to know that you have members even outside the state and abroad. Jibon has given me this memorandum. We are looking into it. You know, we want to do so many things, but there are government rules, regulations. We cannot transform overnight. The problem is that young people are impatient. They want, transformation overnight. But how practical is it? And second thing, I keep telling the indigenous people, the protection is required. I believe that protection is required for UK sections. Our constitution provides for it. Our constitution provides for protection. But we as the Prasad, we require protection and there has to be some competitiveness. And above that, there should be some determination. I may be in politics, your minister here may be in politics, Maharaja in politics, but our goal should be same. You may be in engineering, some may be in doctors, some may be lawyers, some may be school teachers, some may be professors. But our goal has to be the same. How to take our society forward. In that there has to be protection, there has to be competition, and above all there has to be determination. Because the road to progress is very difficult. The road to carry our people forward is very difficult. Though it is enlightening to see that all of you are engineers today. We have a lot of doctors today. We have TCS officers. We have, lawyers. When I was young, I never found one TCS officer who belonged to the indigenous people. There were hardly any. The only doctor we knew who was from the indigenous people was Dr. Nilmani Depurman. As far as I don't know if you know someone more. That was the way. Now we have new leaders also, politicians, educated boys who are, come to politics, looking forward, looking ahead. And we have to develop a system how to support each other for the right cause. What is the right cause? How will our society go forward? No matter how many demands we make, of course, as a minister, it is my duty to look into the demands regarding the, power gate scores and all that. I have taken it up with my new power secretary. He will form a committee and look into it. It should be fair. It should be equitable. Because we believe the people at the margins also should come into the mainstream and be able to compete. So we will look into the gate thing. If it is true that the tribals are being, deprived due to gate scores, I will look into it, surely look into it. And regarding other demands, I have seen most of them are promotions. And I believe some tribal engineers have been suspended. You are finding it very unfair. We will also look into that if it is so. But tribal and non-tribal, for everyone it should not be unfair. But then, above all this is that we have to go together. I have seen some demands also regarding TTADC. Those are good demands. We require empowerment, economic, social, political. And social empowerment comes from you. Political may come from us, politicians. But the social empowerment will come through people like you, who are doctors, engineers, TCS officers, IAS officers. The social empowerment part has to be played by you. And that is the most important part. Politics, we are here, we may not be here tomorrow. We may come back again after a few years. But doctor is a doctor, engineer is an engineer all his life. A lawyer is a lawyer all his life. So social empowerment comes from the educated strata of society. You are the opinion makers. You are the doers. We are the policy makers, that is all. You will be working in the field. Not me or Mewar Kumar Jamatia. So if you want to bring social change, it depends on the educated class or the educated strata, we say, of our society. And you are one of them. And you have a large number also, 600 something. So all these things will happen in government. Governments will come, governments will go, memorandums will be given, some points will be looked into, some points may not be looked into. But I assure you, the demands that they have made here are quite fair and quite just, and I am having it looked into by my power department, by my RD department. So everyone has to play a part. If you think only me and Mewar will play the part, then nothing will be done. Everyone, the youth, the elderly people, the educated people, the people who are dreaming, everyone has to play a part to transform. If the society as a whole does not transform, what is the use of having 630 engineers and the rest all starving? What is the use of having 1,000 doctors when our people are dying of dysentery and diarrhea? What is the use of having politicians like me if I cannot bring change? Or try to bring change at least. So the purpose is same. The purpose is same for you and me and for every other man who belongs to the indigenous society. To transform. And today when I see the engineers, doctors and lawyers and TCS officers, I am very happy because, without any government help, we have been able to, the society has been able to achieve this 650, 30, 1,000 engineers, few hundred doctors, few dozens of lawyers. The society, when it wants to do, it can be done. I don't want to criticize anyone here, but I remember I had spoken to the former Chief Minister who had ruled the state for 20 years. When I had asked him once that there was certain unfairness taking place for the Tripura people, he told me, na, in Bengal, he told me, na, এখন তো অনেক doctor আছে, অনেক engineer আছে, অনেক কি বলে TCS officer আছে, কোথায় backward? And I had told him once in a debate that it is not because of your blessing or the government blessing that we have reached there. It is because of the strife, struggle and the sacrifice of the people here on the ground that they have been able to reach to that point. And had you helped, things would have changed much faster. So I praise the Tripura people that despite of being marginalized, despite the fact that we only form a very small percentage of the people of Tripura, we have been able to achieve this. We have at least started the transformation process. The beginning is very important. As we say in English, the morning tells the day. The morning tells the day. So our morning is bright. Through our own struggle and strife and our own, will, we have reached to a certain stage where transformation has already started. And we need to transform much more quickly. And in the right direction, of course. When I use the word transform, it doesn't mean going backwards. It always means progressive transformation. So that is important. And I see a lot of ladies also here who are engineers. It is encouraging. I had gone to one of these meetings of the students of Brew community of youngs in Ambassa. There I also saw youngsters, educated, aspiring. The aspiration is the main thing. The earlier concept in Tripura was that survive somehow. Survive korle hoye jabe. You just have to survive. Today our society is saying, no, we will not survive. We will aspire to be great. We will have aspirations. Why won't we have aspirations? In Bengali they say what? Dal bhat khao, sukhe thako. So why? Why will not a society aspire to become IAS officers? Why will not our society aspire to become engineers, doctors, lawyers, good politicians, good leaders, good social workers? When we have such a rich history. When we could have ruled this state for thousands of years through our own intelligence, our own ways of life. We have ruled this state, and not this small state. It was a mini empire. I think in the world it was the one only indigenous mini empire, a small empire. If we could do it then, we can do it now. That is the aspiration. A society must have aspirations. And I am very unhappy to say this. Last 20 years, the indigenous Tripura people had no aspirations. How to get a job? That also very, small job. How to survive? And today, the youngsters have aspirations. We will do what our forefathers did. We will live by the values that have been given to us by our forefathers and by the history of Tripura. This is the feeling that makes the backbone of a society. You are in service, most of you are in service, some in RD department. I have a lot of engineers because I look after power, I look after RD. There are some in science and technology also. I interact with them, and there will be some problem in service, I understand that. Some may be fair, some may be unfair, but we'll have to take it in our stride. And of course, the things that are legal in the memorandum which can be done, I will surely do it. There's no reason that I should hold back something legal, something bona fide. There's absolutely no reason that why I should hold back anything that is due to you. Because it is a society in transformation. Our society is a society in transformation. And I would like to be a part of the transformation. And I would very much like to be a part of the transformation. So there is no question of holding back anything. The demands I got these demands from G1. And I have spoken to my power secretary and to my RD secretary. Of course, the RD secretary has changed, so it may take some time. Because, officers get changed and we have to start again from square one. Huh? I know. There's so many unemployed engineers also. G1 is telling me we'll have to find a way out. Because livelihood is very important. We may say big things standing on stage. Society has to come together, society has to do this, society has to do that. Long speech we may give, but the first thing is livelihood. And especially for our educated youth. To provide livelihood, I will surely look into it. And I want the ADC also to be active and to look into these matters also. Because it was created for this. The whole purpose of ADC was to empower the indigenous people of Tripura. We would like to know in how 33 years, whatever it is, how much empowerment has been done. And if it has not been done, why it has not been done? Not to criticize, but to stop those loopholes. Unless I know why it is not being done, unless I know what has hampered the growth of ADC, it will be very difficult for us to work. And I am all for empowerment of ADC. This government is for empowerment of ADC. Nyawarkar Jamaat is sitting here. We have passed a resolution of the cabinet. Of course, one thing you should understand, that we cannot change one, the state government cannot change one full stop or comma in the 6th schedule. It has to be done by an amendment of the constitution. Because the ADC is the child of the constitution, not a child of the state government. The ADC is the child of the constitution and not the child of the state government. So one comma or one full stop cannot be changed by us. Our duty was to support the empowerment of the ADC, and we have done it. In our cabinet, we have taken very good decisions. That the state government is all for empowerment of ADC. Now the 125th amendment has to take place, and these have to be incorporated into that. So that is the, legislative side. That is the legislative side. One is the social side, one is the political side, and most important now, as Jeevan was telling me, there are a lot of engineers who are unemployed, is the economic side. All power without economic power is useless power. You cannot even pray on an empty stomach. Forget about doing any work on an empty stomach. You cannot even pray on an empty stomach. So livelihoods are very important. And I will look into it how we can do something for the unemployed engineers, where we can accommodate them. We'll have to do it. There's no question about not doing it. A society that has given us engineers after so many years. These boys have boys and girls have studied very hard, come from villages, and their parents must have worked very hard to get them through the engineering colleges. I understand that. Because our resource is very little. Some land, some rubber plantation, some jhum. What else resource? Some maybe livestock. And to collect all that resources and put your child through an engineering college in Bangalore or in Hyderabad or in Pune can be very tough. But we are a tough people. This one very neat. I like this quotation. I will end with this. And it is a very, very lovely quotation by the Indian chief. And he said, they thought they could bury us. They did not know that we were seeds. This is a very lovely quotation. They thought they will bury us. But they did not know that we were seeds. Same thing with us. Our roots are very long in Tripura. Our roots go back thousands of years in Tripura. We have fought battles. We have ruled. We have faced victory. We have faced defeat. Sometimes we have won, sometimes we have lost, but we are still there. But we are still there as a society, and this is what should continue. That is the most important part. So I wish you all a very successful conference. I hope some new ideas will come for yourself, of course. For the society at large, and also for the engineer society, for the engineers. And the memorandum that is given to me, I have gone through it just now also. But most of them are being looked into. I will communicate what we can do the best. And thank you so much for inviting me. I'm sorry I'm late because I told you I don't like to be late, but after becoming minister, it's become almost a habit. It's one of the worst habits that can happen actually. Punctuality is a virtue. That virtue I seem to have lost. I'm not a very organized man, so I keep running here and there. But we'll see you again. Do well in life. Work for your society. Consolidate. learn to move together, learn to be together. Differences will be there. Because we have this habit of fighting with each other, 10, 12 political parties, 7, 8 organizations. That makes things even more difficult. It doesn't make things easy. It makes things more difficult. And division makes small people more difficult. For small numbers, division is very difficult. And for large numbers, division is a tactic. For us, consolidation is the key word, and transformation is our goal. And I am with you, and so is our minister. All of us are with you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for encouraging us with your cherishing, thoughtful words of speech. As our chief guest falls out of time and is leaving shortly, I request all the attendees to stand on their respective place as an honor of respect. Please be seated. Thank you. As we all know, COVID-19 has changed our way of living drastically upside down, giving us the deepest life lessons for lifetime. To this very COVID-19, we have lost our very promising senior member of TEST, Sri Arghaknath Tripura, Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, Sri Maniraj Debarma, Manager of TACCL, leaving behind their families. Let us take this moment, remembering. I may now request the honorable dignitaries and all the other respected members of TEST to kindly stand on their respective place and spend 1 minute of silence, closing our eyes, remembering the departed souls in prayer. Let us close our eyes and pray for the departed souls. Thank you. I request the dignitaries and other respected members to be seated on their respective place. Please be seated.
Tabuk ang Chini Tribal Engineer Society Tirprani Tangpang Borom Ganang Engineer Jiban Debarmano report presentation Khaina Bagai Kojawo. The report will be displayed in the backstage. So in the background of the stage. So I regret to request the dignitaries to kindly occupy the front seat for the convenience of visibility.
Kulumka, Paifale Yahambai, Jotonono. At the outset, I would like to convey my heartiest gratitude to Sri Jishnu Devarma, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, and Sri Mebar Kumar Jamatia, Honorable Minister, Department of Tribal Welfare and Fisheries, for giving their valuable time and to be here with us in this 10th general meeting as a chief guest cum inaugurator and special guest. I also convey my special thanks to my dear senior respected engineers, my junior members of TES, and other personnel present here. And now I would like to highlight some of the welfare activities and other activities taken by our Tribal Engineer Society in last 2 years. And I will show some photographs to presentations. And as earlier, our Vice President already told that we have more than 630 members registered, including employed and unemployed engineers. And besides service issues, we are also dealing with various welfare activities. And especially in last COVID-19 pandemic period. And now I am going to highlight some of the activities. distribution of relief materials in various relief camps under Kolenpur block on 7th April 2019, where heavy cyclone and hailstorm occurred on 2nd April 2019. Where about 500 families residing in various camps such as Noksirai Kami, RS Para village, Buiragi Bazar JB School, Goyangfang High School, Yakrai Gojunapara AWC Center, Gogon Chaudhary Para, were given some food, rice, jal and potatoes on behalf of Tribal Engineer Society. Second, we have organized some awareness activities on Swachh Bharat, supported by ONGC, where we have adopted one model village, ONGC model village at Korbongpara. And this program, Swachh Bharat program, held on 14 July 2019. And in this program, syntax made waste bin were distributed to all the households under Korbongpara and Radhacharanpara and Champapuri village. 100 syntax of 20 liter capacity and 7 numbers for 40 liters and 10 numbers for 100 liters. We have distributed 2 villages. And then we have taken off health camp activities on 4th August 2019 at Binon Kobrapara. This is under Mandai block. As per our requisitions, the Government of Health Department, Director of Health, provided some government doctors deputed in our health camp. In total, 7 numbers doctors attended in this camp, and where we have also distributed 100 numbers double-sized mosquito nets to the villagers, and in total about 250 patients were treated in this health camp. Honorable MLA Sri Dhirendra Deborma was present in this program as a chief guest and with the dignitaries of ONGCs and Tribal Engineer Society. Then we have again taken up the activities regarding free health camp on 10th September 2019 at Simbua West Korbuk block, where also so many doctors have attended in this program. 300 people distributed ceiling fans and educational kits to the students of that hostel. And Sri Burbu Mohan Tripura Honorable MLA was present in this program as a chief guest and local SGM. And then during the COVID-19 pandemic, by the initiative of our own Tribal Engineer Society, we have first started our relief distribution program from 3rd April 2020 in various places like Toranjoy Kumarpara, one of the most interior place of Samunu block, Dholai district, Waduk Chora, Namanjoy Kami, Deu Reserve, Mukshori, New Gomoti block, Tui Baklai, Kanchan Chora, Laljuri, North Tripura district. In total, we have distributed more than 1,003 families, where we have distributed rice, potatoes, dry fish, salt, masks, and soap. And during this pandemic, we have decided in our Central Executive Committee that we can submit some project to the ONGC department for getting some financial assistance in CSR activities. Accordingly, in these fixed conditions, we have submitted some projects for distribution of relief materials in large scale. Accordingly, they have sanctioned 5 projects of 5,000 beneficiaries in the month of April 2020. Later on again, we have submitted another project for 1,000 families for Badargat area. And in total, where we have started our program from distribution of relief materials 3rd May 2020 at Mandai block, later on Belbari block, 10 May 2020 at Belbari block, various habitation of Belbari block, say Boxanagar block on 10 May 2020, Bisalgor block on 10 May, 17 May, Kakraban block on 10 May, Jampujala block 17 May, Jampujala block 23rd May, Killa block 24th May, Jampujala block 24th May, Ompi block 7th June, Jampujala block 7 June, Jampujala block 14 June, Kakraban block 14 June, 21st June 2020, and later on, December 2020, also distributed in Badragat constitution area. In total, we have distributed 47 places where 6,000 families were benefited by this project, where we have distributed so many article rations, potato, rice, soap, salt, mass, etc. And then again, in the year 2021, 5th June 2021, next, you have again taken up some distribution program, and this is the initiative taken by own fund of Tribal Engineer Society. Next, during the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic, and as per our Central Executive Committee decision, we have decided to conduct similar type of distribution program in all our district committees. As of now, we have 4 district committees, and we have started from West District Committee, Bilaikang and Tripura Bosti, where we have given 100 family some rations to 115 families. And second program we have again conducted on Dholai district, Polton Jaipara, Kormopara BC, one of the interior place of Ganganagar block. Next. And where we have distributed to each 101 families, 5 kg rice, 1 kg potato, 1 kg onion, 1 kg salt, 1 mask and 2 Dettol salt. In this way we have taken up the COVID activities during the first wave and also in the second wave. And I would like to once again thanks to our respected members and the ONGC department for their sanctions. We have conducted in position to conduct such big activities, and without the help of them it may not be possible to conduct in large scale. Then this is the welfare activities we have taken in last 2 years, and besides we have also done some activities, say relating to service matter. I want to highlight some of the service matter during deputation with the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister or CM Minister or Chief Minister. So, a deputation was conducted to the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister on 22nd September 2019 at his residence, where the main number 1 agenda of our society was recruitment to the post of 45 numbers, manager, electrical, mechanical grade A and B under Tripura State Electricity Corporation Limited. Where one of the criteria of selection procedure was the post of manager electrical mechanical grade A will be filled up directly based on valid grade score of the application in order to merit against vacancies. That's why we have met with the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister that if such imposition, it will hamper to our unemployed degree engineers, as only few of them are having valid grade score. And we have heard this is the first time they have imposed this type of conditions in any kind of recruitment in our state. And second was quick disposal of department proceedings to suspended ST engineers. That's some our engineers, they were targeted. They are serving maybe in the DGM, executive engineer post, senior manager post, and they are in various activities. Now they are facing under departmental proceedings. That's why we have requested to our Deputy CM to resolve these issues as early as possible as per Central Civil Service Rule 1965. And during that meeting on 22nd September 2019, we have specifically raised to our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister that promotional process is stopped in our state for since 2015. So this may be taken up as early as possible, subject to outcome of the special leave petitions 19765 of 2014, which is already pending in Supreme Court of India. And second representation was, we have submitted to the Honorable Chief Minister on 8 January 2020. At that time, we have made mainly for entrustment of FDC by maintaining roster. In our engineering wing, some of the department like PWD, either TSCCL or RD department, they are following some entrustment in the name of FD, full duty charge or count duty charge. But this department is not following the reservation policy in this entrustment. And this is our long pending to the earlier government and the present government too, that the reservation, whether it may be any kind of appointment, either contingent or part-time or CDC or any kind of appointment, roster should be maintained as per our Act, the Tripura SC and ST Reservation Act 1991. And in our PWD, there is so many wings of under PWD. There are green buildings, DWS, water issues, National Highway, PNGSY, and there is we are facing problem in transfer policy. Actually, in our state, there is no such transfer policy, and some of engineers, they are deprived due to posting in one place for prolonged period or maybe in some divisions. So you have discussed in details with the then engineer-in-chief Sumesh Chandra Das for taking up the issue of transfer policy. And it is also one of the burning issue in our state that there are some member secretary posts in all the districts, and this in 8 districts there are member secretary in all the districts we have, and always they are entrusted either ST engineer or executive engineer, but in all the districts always we have seen our ST engineers are entrusted in this post. So this is one of the major issues we have discussed with the then chief ministers and the engineering chiefs for taking up the issues in future transport policy. And in that deputation, we have also raised the recruitment policy again. In total, we have at that period we have 90 post vacancies for junior engineer grade 5A and grade 5B under PWD, and accordingly we have straight to the government for taking up the recruitment issue as early as possible. And again, we meet with our principal secretary, PWD, in most of the issue was same topic, maintaining reservation policy in PWD and recruitment issues and transfer policy. Then again, we meet with our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Government Tripura, regarding expedition of ad hoc process in RD department in the post of ST engineer, executive engineer, and superintendent engineer and chief engineer. And as of now, they have already given promotion from chief engineer, superintendent engineer, and executive engineer, and pending in the post of ST engineer till date. Besides, we had also done some of the activities, say donation activities. On 23rd June 2019, we have donated to our students of NIT for admissions. And second, donated to Chief Minister Relief Fund during COVID-19 on 18 April 2020 for an amount of 50,000. Again, you have donated to one of our members, medical treatment purpose, 80,000, so by our check number 529,400. Then again, you have donated to the family member of late Vishwajit Devarma, where he was murdered during one of the incident occurred on December 2020, and you have handed over 50,000 check to the family members of late Vishwajit Devarma. Then, besides, there are other common activities we have taken up from the tribal engineer societies, say submission of views and suggestions to the constitutional amendment, the Constitutional 120 Amendment Bill 2019. I have already circulated in details. And second one, representation submitted to the Deputy Director, National Commission of Scheduled Tribes regarding enhancement of the percentage of reservation, promotion to the state population as per census 2011. As per our state reservation policy, we are getting 31%, but according to the census 2011 and as per population, we are supposed to get 32%. That's why we have communicated the issues to the then Chief Ministers and other department, National Commission of Scheduled Tribes, and accordingly they have inquired about the position of this status, and you have already informed them this policy enhancement of reservation is not yet taken up from the state government. Then we have also taken up some joint activities regarding celebration of International Day of the World Indigenous People 2021 at Dr. Bhavan, and the theme of the seminar was Leaving No One Behind, Indigenous People, and the call for a new social contract. And besides, we have also taken some activities of our society, say regarding district committee meetings and etc. You have all completed in time. And lastly, I would like to thank once again to all our respected members and some other members, those who are coming forward in any activities of our societies, and without their cooperation, wholehearted cooperation and financial help and others, it may not be possible to take up in various activities of test. And otherwise, it may not be possible. And once again, I would like to thank to our Honorable Minister, Mebar Kumar Jamatia, and our security persons, my dear valued members, and others who tirelessly support directly or indirectly in organizing this general conference and to accomplish the program. Thank you. Long live test, Ambai Jotaman.
Ang haino hai chini borong gunang narubai songno hayo asono bage kojo. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have the releasing of the 8th issue of Yakrai. There is a souvenir of Tribal Engineer Society Tripura. And to do this, may I have the honor to invite our special guest, Sri Mebar Kumar Jamatia, and other dignitaries. Bilaikana hambai chini borong gunang narwai songno chini yakrai sovinenno fiogo de mani bagai. Next, we'll be having the felicitation of the honoraries, and the honoraries are included like the retired engineers and the ST top rank holders from various institutions in different disciplines. May I call upon my co-host to please name out the list.
I request all the top rank holders and the retired engineers to come on the stage and receive their award as I call out their name one by one. To hand over this award, may I request Sri Mevar Kumar Jamatia sir, our special guest, to present the award to the following awardees. Also, I request the volunteers to be ready with the memento, which are to be presented. Our retired engineer, Engineer Shambhu Devarma, Superintending Engineer. May I request you to come over the stage and receive a memento from our special guest, Sri Mevar Kumar sir. Thank you, sir. Now the top rank holders, I request to come up when I call your name one by one. Shiari Jamatia, BTech Civil 2021 from NIT. If you are there. Urmila Tripura, BTech Electrical 2021 NIT. Jewel Debarma, BTech Mechanical 2021 NIT. Raima Debarma, BTech Electrical and Communication 2021 NIT. Avira Debarma, BTech Computer Science 2021 NIT. David Debarma, BTech Chemical 2021 NIT.
It's not in data.
Shiari Jamatia. I request the volunteers to be ready with the memento which are to be given. Urmila Tripura, you be ready. I repeat, I request the volunteers. Jamatia, BTech Civil. Urmila Tripura, BTech Electrical. Jewel Debarma, BTech MTech. Sorry, BTech Mechanical 2021. Raima Debarma, BTech, Electronics and Communication, 2021. Abhira Debarma, BTech, Computer Science. David Debarma, BTech, Chemical.
Congratulations to all the honoraries, and wish of ton of success ahead in life for the top rank holders, and a wish of peaceful and happy life with family and friends to the retired engineers. Okay, I would like to request the retired engineers to get ready because after some time we'll be calling again the names for the honorary. And some of the toppers who are left out, please gather yourself for next ceremony. Ang tabuk, chini, naruwai motom, Tibrasa Hangkrai Montri, Borong Gunang Mewar Kumar Jamatiano, Kognarg na bagay kojaw.
Pilano, Jotono, Saridiponi, Hambai te Klumaya Faro. Good afternoon to everybody, one and all. Pilano, Hambai Maronai, Chini, Tesni, President, Teopandan Shwapoti, Omelo Jamatia, the Chini Secretary, Jimon de Burma, the Joto Executive Committee member of No, and if I play Hambai Faro. They within 5 months of Friday, Chini Engineer Society members, Chini Senior Engineer member Tomo, present and past, and the freshers. Since I managed in society, Tabuk Tuluk Agoi Tongo, and you all know the engineer sector is very, very important for our development in society and also the state. Best of the engineer, not in state implement, especially infrastructure sector, road building, town planning, and most of the work is done by engineers help. Tini awan suwi maya chini orang kabangma, chini siklaro, asik kabangma engineer tomu. Angknaka research society, more than 6,000 or 600, and unemployed is also around 600, and it is rising day by day.ซึ่ง তিনি politics খাই যতটা একসাথে जों थांबाया কেউ politics খাইयो কেউ চাকরি খাইयो kebo business klayo, kebo ini acting klayo. So different professions were involved. But our main target is, our main focus is for the development of society and not for the development of the state. These are the main focus. Engineer Klaifana, this is our intention, this is our focus. Ini ani side amare samklai to, dang side samklai to. But we should have coordination. So the helping hand growing kai. Sing by sing the say, Tansa ke samklai na kai. I think the something will be missing. Just one sort of complaint on the missing the coordination growing. But solidarity growing, society develop maya. Since even any society to develop, we need different kind of agency, economic, education, politics, and business, and culture. वो तीन चार फैक्टर तंगो और जों involved मांगनाय. Not only education. After education, it become business. Somehow, I think our society, we cannot concentrate in business sector. Still business career. Now, most of your engineer, you implement the work. But from where we get material? Most of the material we have to purchase, we have to buy from other communities. For example, there is one construction going on, maybe 50 crore, 100 crore. From where we get material? Who supply material? Because money is our money. Maybe travel welfare money. Suppose there is one construction of a college in Kumulan, for example. But those who supply the material, we have to buy from outside. That means the money goes to other communities. These are lacking. Angnai ni kachini bisingo, oma hachini market, but business chini yaw kurui. Amon sabte chini mamni drawback. We cannot develop. Funds is coming, crore and crore of money, but we have to buy the material from other communities because we don't have a business in our hand. Chini supplier kurui. Body bagai sini business and agong maya. Sini society economically things develop maya. That is what I realize. For the supplier agencies, we have to buy from outside, from other communities. Not only material, many things are there. Body bagai angkagawo sini bisingo, ani somas bisingo, ani tibrasani bisingo. There is my supply to Hangklai. Suppliers to Hangkai, Angkako, sing automatically development. Because I came from a small village. Abarang Chindaklai Majamaze, Aniparatu Tampui, Chini Monison Saimano. Chini Parao Prai, solo price site Sodun 50 above, employee of Chino, Timparakai Shono. So calculate 9 money. Every month, for example, average 30,000 or 40,000 mang khai. Ponjajon musu rang nai. Prai crore hai rang phai. Every month. But this money, where it goes? All rang gole si parawan guri jong hang khai. Onek para develop mo. Onek bor nok tango. Onek bor hai khai. Pugir khoro. Gitu, orang kai pada thang pai. Nang sudah employee bengia, ani para uci 50 জন employee, boleh nang, seng orang buri jong kai, para buri jong kai, ada parang berok, onek develop kan. So these are missing in our communities, and you are all engineers, you are all educated. Now, Simon, how society will develop? how society will come up. But if I'm no engineer, because you have to work outside, you have a lot of experience in the field, you have to connect with the people, common people, village people. Not Simon. You have a big role to play in a society. Not only political leaders, but especially engineer wing, and doctors and teachers. These communities are really required for the development of our society. The master, for example, make social awareness. Jin sikla rona sa kok sanani, kok hamprenani. Jin engineer borong srenani, how to maintain, how to look after. Hayro tung jotto nung asale sun makakanai. Ang khako jekono society wo engineer play role play khai important khai. Boribang tini ang balai tom thogo tini kabang ma raising experience tini kabang ma tong student dongo, and I was told with the most lot of students not only in government colleges, different colleges, private colleges from outside, Pune, Bangalore, Delhi, that are not counted, most of them. Maybe more. Only government sector, there are many people also, a lot of engineering colleges come up, and outside also. Whatever Tripura is really, I'm appreciating the engineer group, because we have more in manpower in engineer, maybe less in the doctors and the other, like the journalism and lawyers, also we require. But if engineer society have got reported your activities, your performance, your social service, really appreciating. Ang nukan daw kawang mas hamklayo, monus baik daw ang kawang magsilay ka hamklayo, ini omoy lo babos sumbay. Not the activities, really this ang kakao, omay kisang kanya dorkar. Kobin probak malay ka kawang malay ka ini jibon sumbay. Kawang masang material sablay kaya, bitter sablay kaya, nini food sablay kaya. Abo really this heart touching. Muna ang kakao nilo kumangkit ini ekota bang. See where I have member around 600, but hardly here around 200 maybe. Sing asole sini bekasi obong aham. But the sacrifice little bit. For myself, I need dream to jibono. I want to do something for society. Bhag khai nai. Sing sudu kop hamal sin paya. We have to put in action. Bekasi ni musuh itu action puno mai kagia. You have to put in action. You have to work hard. And sacrifice makrina. Nung kesan mang nai. Otherwise, it's not possible. Apan ang masa challenge kaya ni sao. Ang benisay samang kabang kaya. This is all my target, my ambition. Other minister can work 8 hours. Why not? I can work 10 hours. Other minister, other my friend, work up 4 o'clock. Why I cannot work up 3 o'clock? That's my challenge. Other leaders, I'm watching them. I'm not proud myself, but I'm telling the fact and the truth. You can see the track record in the office also. I never absent in the office. Any kind of activities, a program, I try to attend in time. This is my determination. So you have to show extra activities, extra curriculum, extra performance. Then only you can say to others. And you yourself is not performing well, how can you blame others? First you have to perform yourself. Nang challenge mo khay nai. Nang hard work mo khay nai. You have to perform extra activities. When you say something extra, not less than others. Ang khay siyang kako, sikla ro khay no. In the office it is special. Because they're all officers. You have to challenge that one. Other people can do well. Why not I? Why we always look down with others? We should not. People should look down on us. Because people look down because of our activities, our performance. Because we are cannot challenging. So, not only engineers, I found many sectors, even teachers, businessmen, political leaders, all kind of people who have to show extra activities. Until unless, somebody say extra samang lain angkai, nang bintol matong nai. Even studies, for example, we have to do extra activities, extra work, extra study. Buin ang part of something mo other communities getting 80%, 90%. Why not I? If other students study 8 hours, I will study 9 hours. How much challenge ba my boy is my student. Boy jadi pass ko na pura ang sudah na pura. There is challenge. There is no any other way to compete with others. You have to raise work nang ajung mabatonay. But if we're going to challenge this kind of thing individually, I think there is no way out. So instead of blaming others, criticizing others will not help you. These things have to perform our duties. Nobody is blaming others, blaming other society, blaming other. No. First blame yourself. Why I'm like that? Why my communities, my people is like that? What is the reason behind? Challenge myself, from my childhood, always I'm determining. Why not I can do? Why not I can go to abroad? Why can I can go to the other communities? I can challenge them. My challenging mind forever and ever will be let down with others. Wherever you go, you may be officers, you may be engineer, or doctor, you may be political leaders. If you cannot do extra activities, extra performance, especially my young generation, my student, you have to perform your duties well. And challenging mind. Since I am a baka blaze ko, lajima kabang, kirimane kabang. No. Ang sasama show, I am son of a swelt. Ang already basa. Tamang kineba. I have every right. I have. Tongani right to all that kineba. I have right. All the necessary, right out. Young generation dog, bakamakana. Boys and girls, everybody. Tangi sing bibe let down khidoreba. Tangi sing burit sikon nu ebs nu na. Nu yes. Sing sikon nu daw tama. Sing kam khlai me salam. Tin patun hamya. Tin mak hamya. Duty kam khlai sing. Office kam khlai sing. Pore mane kom. Sababi your own colleague, your own classmate, your own same rank. Sing we by let down khai do. Tanoi sing bethaya. So our young generation should determine. Body bagi ang kakao chin office haro. Sing chin a coin to never sing. See hardly more than 10 years after those become some kind. Now it's time for you. You have energy, you have power, you have strength, you have courageous. Tamu time chin bagi. Nini young the try no finish some kind of. Kini sing try first tam ka. Chin try dog. Perform kam khai. Sing dai baca ya, sing kam ke pore ya, sing seller, sing bukan fakok na ya, okran kok na ya. To whom to blame? To whom to blame? Bari bagai ang sanai, cini officer bahai. Nero bahak kerat mangnai. If my colleague can perform, why not I? So challenge bahai na. Otherwise, sing sawo, johon de university pore fro, ang mah challenge khai. Kabang mani naru marwari ro, kaboro beranuman aja. Jomatia, how can you perform your study? Anto data. I have no time. Bro, another way to every meeting I attend, every conference, every meeting, charso buthango, meeting mukhayo, samde kan kuno rest kare. Guwahati thango, Itanagar thango, Import thango, but I do well in my study. And kuno kom kuri bar side. assignment suprabo ang mak mangman pore ko pore bat mano jabrok kun jaga bothangia logmang tongo pore mang tongo sei mak wi get ang to guri go wai thang in fall ini kokra thango guhari thango hai thango hot bisiam barapura nui tongo jabrok ganang-ganang besarok gari bai thango pore go thogu chago kono wan na groi but sei mak we got Borsan couldn't come here because I have a challenge mind. Thuya, whole night I spent studying. Because I'm time here. So I have to capture timing. All my challenge is kind of. You know that? And if you don't you believe or not, I'm Europe. Only 10,000 rupees I have got in pocket. When I got visa to go outside, I got 1,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees. That was I borrowed from my friend. When I reached Delhi, I converted the dollar. How much I got? 100. With $100, I went Europe. Because I have a challenge in mind. You have a desire. Then you must want to Bahau kering kai angkhago jeng binu paya jeng challenge lain dia. For example, we say knowledge is a power. Why we have no power? Because we don't have knowledge. Then own colleague know better than you, have better than you he study. How big none of control he control to you because you don't know anything. Because nowadays knowledge is the power. Boni bagai seng koran nangai. Idea cover kena macam. Buisha nang sila nang naisi. Buisha nang siya mana? Nana buludang thila. But nowadays, we have to perform our duties. Extra performance nang waisi. Hai klasi angka kawo chini somas. Ana masa samane berdo. Quantity is not important. Quality is important. Sing ketama sospen sing songa kom. Sing gorib. Sing borok kom, sing payah hai. No. Sing dari soto no officer ham khai. Sing quality borok khai. We can rule them. There are many examples. Ndok siya namasa salimali. Aijin law and order about this thangka. Aijin thangka Delhi about Tripura go. 2 gonta na koksa go. Onek long time back. He said, see our tribe in Kerala not even 2%. But in every sector, our tribe is tough. Salim Ali, IG, Law and Order, don't feel discouraged yourself. You are only 30%, 20%. No. We are only 2% in Kerala state. But still, every level, our community is a tough. Body bang sao, quality is very important. Nang quality tong kai nang mana role khai mana. Nang lax kuti bang thang nang quality kut khai dia. Therefore, we need quality. You are all cream. You are all student. You are all good student. Science background. Good student I know. Chini bisno tahu sen. Main is sen tang porishram maklai nai. Hard work maklai nai. There is no shortcut. There is no shortcut way. Tang hard work khai nai extra sang maklai nai. Then only people will respect you. Otherwise, since the Kukidi, since how much blame play, but behind Holland, over years. For example, we have to determine ourselves. If you cannot perform extra than others, you cannot rule others. But when I was a lecturer in MBB college, as a professor, still I have mind. One week diaper. Ang second week diaper no. Ang saka time kari ka nang tang di. Motivation hoite rest nani. Chalo hoy sangbo. Kari ka tang diaper 10 chalo ya. Bo saka 10 taka. Jam 10 tika 10 bon sa 10 taka. Jalo. Tele lo ta. Nga tu chalo ang time kari ka. Eh 20 taka de 20 taka. Je chalo khata. Only just 10 taka. ঠিক আছে Zucha ulia bok sakha ka komungkha hasal. Teman hasal tan do angka kata mau rang bisa kata bisa ka. Hong kai ta kata chalo wo leka. Only 10 rupees I can buy people. Can you imagine? Abrang thuk enggak? Wah, 10 taka rang bai si. Asa ka chalo wo kan kolong di phai ge. See, very important. Sengmu tu resi omai kang khai. Seng perlu payuan. Jadi seng omai heng mea. Boleh bagi angka kau. Cini bisi kau seng. They are all young. Still have a time. They have a long future. Neng jangan dah thang di. Neng politics yang khai di. Social training khai di. Sakit training khai di. Kini ni performance extra mangai. Ni performance extra mangai. Then only you can rule others. If you can perform better than others, nang bisa tolong ngai. Ama challenging man ngai. That kind of challenge you should add off. Wherever you go, I don't mind. Nang bisa extra man ngai. Extra sangma kai ngai. Ang kai si ang kagaw. Jeng punya rule kai ngai. Otherwise, sosok punya tu ungklok, punya tu kom. Office thang dia, itu tadi payo. Nang bahkan bagi kontrak ini ba? Nang jadi perform kan klaim yang kan? Boleh bang sanai, you are all employed and you are going to be employed in the future. You will be director, chief engineer, engineer, no, maaf nai. Then only, nang sini ya, ane Tripura Samas jati buibai mana jalan. Yes, these people are not easy. Oh my God, semua kaya. Omai khai me kan khago जों सारा जीवन जों बयनि कक मा खानाय मोनसे तलामा दंनाय जों मनि समात्रनो सायमोन नों मोसायलाम सायमोन we all want to live peacefully आंबो गोनां मुसुगु नोंबो गोनां मुसुगु बैसा खांगा तना मुसुगु माइ का हमता मुसुगु मै का हमता मुसुगु फेमिली का हमता मुसुगु जत्रा मुसुगु किन्तु मुसुगु बाया मुसुगु हांगाय नों एक्सट्रा मात्र Ang dapat sampai nama suku, cakap kehampir nama suku, jodoh nama suku. Kita musuh masih siapa ya beli, negara pun senang main itu jago sih. Kau sama siapa ya, negara mana pernah yang sekarang ini, kau kotor sama pun apa ya? Neng perform semakin perform, neng perform selama mana, neng kau sekarang laku re. Neng benih tolong nama tuh naik, benih kau nama kerana naik, neng selama ya. Bodi bodi sering semai madam naik. Angka kau, ni rojak tonu, science background, anggo tahu siapa, kita tahu misal mana perlu, ang anek kesu dia license kan, tangan jenis sama-sama tolak lagi dong, ang license kan, nanti semua kaham borong di, because everything is connected, even for class, group D, group C, kelar, all interconnected, nanti total tu think mana yang kai, nanti sama kai. Bagaimana? Coordination, cooperation is very important. Nang, kaya mo kontak ka kati. Jota na somal kama ka kanay. Ang last box is very important sa sinay. Ang to tela mo na barong sa imano. Ang to susalaw kalay guriwo, bekte guriwo. Rangpijak guri, ang saldo nekhin guriwo para. Arthang tu. Sariyo, pray 6-7 botol siya. Rangkol pareho saya mau rangkol pareho, rangkol besi bang rangkol koloi ever matong. Ang sariyo thangka. Dua na atok to masa borok bura, retirement, army retirement, agent, ano mo sino? Enggak, boto maximum sini bura to chong nungo. Army retirement, ajak bo, soal nung to cafe, soal botong. Enggak to soal nung na soal saja. Soal nung kan bisa about kamu tuta, jangan Bukan sejauh no, anggun ebor kita ngata, kari kita, hei, anak no, bos siwa anggun ebor kita, kok sama siapa, kaca, ada, member, kamu, English woman, taneng, kade yang suka, jangan tuh, anak bukan kok suka, cuma dia, सुनिए करता ना कोई इंसान को कमजोर मत सोचो पर कबर खाते में यार कोई इंसान को कमजोर मत सोचो जमातिया खाना खा कोई इंसान को कमजोर मत सोचो यार लीडर ना आन बखा नांग खा संखाई जिन बिसोर ना बोल गरीब बोरिंग या सेंसर अब क्या होता in any field, any job, any sector, nang kaya mo na chikon ta kakali. Bago sama nang mo kasi le. Apa nanti yang baka adom amok nang sangka, wah, di bawah musuh kok nang sangka. Koi insan ko komjor mo chucho. Oba mentally sing matang nai. Sing kau ni tu nai bad sung sara. Hardly I may live hardly 10 years to 15 years. In Berlin, and in society, what is my contribution for my society, for my people? People will count. Whatever you may be engineer, you may be officer, military leader. Nang soje nam kisi khai kanga, no bui to manai. Nang ham khalai ke, bichar in boss ham khalai ke kam khalai ke. Tini jibon, sang se kam khalai ke. People will remember. Nang sam hai ba ham dekhle boro remember. Now up to you. What is your contribution to society? Jibon thong ko thong je pang tum. Ni je un way. Nang society bang tam khalai ke. People will remember. Mấy con tao nói cái do phải bao giờ bao giờ bị sai này ăn ham được hay thế bị sai này bỏ hay mà thấy cả anh bỏ hay thằng gặp lệ ham hay thế bị sai này ham hay thằng khác. Now up to you to decide about the society whether you will do good or bad. So कौन सी तूने बता every individual I cut on high, and Kakao, in society to them tomorrow, develop. But about Kakao, some job don't think you do. To our city, give us some time. Our target, our focus is only one. You may belong any communities, you may belong any lifestyle, your professional, whatever it may be. But our target is towards our society. Ang ganang man, ang munting man, ang tapong man gitu. Whatever my society. Boni bagay, sang job tu ni dai to. Kisa ke mama ni, je mansat, kabang ya, something. You have to contribute for my society, for my country, for my state. Ngkai jang khang ko, sang job tu no. Chini bagay hamnai, tini समाज में हमने जों सेमेटिन गोबां मा आं खोनाव खबर खोनाव बिसोर माय कम्युनिटिस नोंथांनि उदयपुर नोंथांनि नेने खवाय गोबां मानसिनि सिग्लाराव लामा खराव जागोन जों साइमोन दाग एडिटेड गाजों हायनों लायगो दाइजि गायजों लायगो कुनु अबखरि only in town area you go other area सात आठ ने कुछ करी खबर why Puribang Kako, Chini involvement. You are all educated people, they are all employed. Their involvement very important. So much something I want to contribute for my people. About the Kako, Chini Somas Kuzuka Kane, Chini Tibeta Kuzuka, I really appreciate your performance contribution to our society and the Painuka. They are Chimisibu. Ang kau nak itu orang tam kelai tu, ang kagawa, most people cannot involve physically, but at least contribution, financially, morally, support, would appreciate. Now, Jibon and all, they should need some appreciation, nothing else. So, Chini Marsi, not to know my we do some appreciation from. Angkam kerja, he says, Simboro, Kahamada Musu. I may not go physically, but morally support, financial support. Always in Clay Kaka, So agong ang kagutin inner society very you are doing very well ang say mano. Tini kong ito observe from tango ay tango. Tito overall my experience I know the inner society is doing better than others. Whatever in my capacity ang help kayo. Dia ang kumda tongsak, jang tongsak ang help kayo. O kok say no hay na kayo tono. Ani pat de hambay kumay ka.
Thank you, sir. That was indeed motivating and extremely informative. Once again, a big round of applause for him. Now, may I call upon my co-host to resume the felicitation.
Hambai. Faidi, Shanghai no Hai Felicitation, you become Hang Lai Finai. Ang volunteers no koyo, award no ready Tonna Bagay. Pulano ang retired engineers by Chennai. Engineer Rajiv Debarma, retired executive engineer. I request you, sir, to come on the stage and receive the award if you are present, sir. Rajiv Debarma, sir. Okay. Engineer Tamal Chakma, retired executive engineer. I now request the top rank holders to be ready. As I called out their name, I request them to come to the stage one by one. Emmanuel Riang, BTech Electronics and Instrumentation. Emmanuel Riang. Khumtia Debarma, BTech Civil 2020 NIT. Nimesha Debarma, Electrical 2020 NIT. Tanisha Debarma, BTech Bioengineer 2020 NIT. Melvina Debarma, BTech Electronics and Communication 2020 NIT. And Supriya Chakma, BTech Computer 2020 NIT. I request the volunteers to bring the moment for the top rank holders. And to hand over this award, may I request Sri Meva Kumar Jamatia, our special guest, to present the award to the following awardees. Emmanuel Riang, BTech Electronics and Instrumentation. Khumtia Debarma, BTech Civil 2020 NIT. Nimashish Debarma, BTech Electrical 2020 NIT. Tanisha Debarma, BTech Bioengineering 2020 NIT. Melvina Debarma, BTech Electronics and Communication 2020 NIT. Supriya Chakma, BTech Computer Science 2020 NIT. Thank you, sir. You may have your seats.
Once again, congratulations to our awardees and many, many wishes ahead in the future. Well, today, one of our engineer brother, Elvis Debarma from NIT, is really delighted to be part of this program, and he has requested us to share his mind, to share his thought in this program. So I request Mr. Elvis Debarma to please come over the dais and open. Hello.
Dipor kaham joto no and the sini stage to ngai sat song joto no khulumka dayani colleagues of plus ani sister and brothers joto no sari kaham yang pharo tini angoro sanamu sumakhe sini unemployed plus pass out student graduate pass out graduate in bisingti has two few points that money first point ka last 2016 last recommend as a TS ni through the it is done by previous government je utong mata bang phra sotor je tong mani abo ke taw kono news e government ni by kuno recommend tang re ko first of all second ka TD edition for last 2009 recommend tang zamani still tang je ko Kawang mani ni angko sector bo ni diploma college lo bo only 1% sitong around ini permanent post to tai joto se temporary basis so mangnao so temporary basis mangna khake taw around 600 high unemployed engineers tong so joto se high ke ton khake bahing nai plus sina men sina mus make kawang mano patient narong mai ngi borok bank ko khabakya baksa ni network marketing khabakya Baksa baik ko wak kerok musurok se maris wa obje government hite sajang mata wak ri jero ne jan ne sing wak sirina ni ke to sing kunino engineering khai baksa masters khayo baksa PhD khayo so government ite kuno na ra gyang ko mo busuk din chol na am ke abo to government je tong minister ong na musung ko Kebang ni berkau nak apa questions tau, buat kebo sarak pai lagi aro. Apa no, tini ang ko kares nawa yang tini khap pai ya. Enang site thane ani, je an paithak zortai. Enang test ni few like a secretary plus ni president no saklani musung ko. Kaisa library open khanya bagai khumulung ko. And now free library dong nai aro je phurna mo mai phurni mano ni IIT rong bagai ni rong ni bagai awon bai preparation khanya bagai free library aro ni book free dong nai nang any like from 9 to 10 jorte nyang ba 9 to 8 PM jorte last 2006 no khaimani and kabang vacancy dong ta phune fill up khaya election puro ko suno ni ki sao recommend na jang nai hai kono still ta kono na jai ko patience green ke to joto na jawa sewa sema khanai pa kono sang mu sungo tadi ba recommend khai nang thong kam ti ke khaya ga to bus kang om na la nyai sini ya ko ta mo tong awon ambai
Well, there was spot nail on the head. Thank you, my brother. Tabu borong genang Sri
Balai hambai cini Elvis Roksa cini engineer bo mun opinion bersar kaya balai ke nang ko semua wan soy me ya de engineer sini hasne specialty bahasa engineer ST sing jakri maya prai soy sone kortong timoro ang utan pila khanao age 100 rin khamani 150 rin employee 600 sin employee to unemployed engineer complete abale wana masungsa কিন্তু ani ব্যক্তিগত ang sao not as a minister but individually ang sao ang sosme portable thai ang cabinet meeting thang pro bhaino ang proud ke samano I'm the only one ang sosme na ro portable thai usang saka jekoni cabinet meeting hangkai reappointment hakon nai to reappointment ko recently chief engineer in chief reappointment ang saka why reappointment kam karon ang sai thanai tini jingona masago chini barodo not only engineer backlog post kam khali to other department also amro assembly salai ka 15-16,000 chini backlog post apakai manthai si abotom current vacancies more but even backlog ang sai dai show though I'm minister I don't mind every department not only engineer education agriculture forest sing busmana to money 31% according to the rule quota chini 31% to money not a single department 31% fill up gaya big challenge tamne babu you may be wonder even group D service we supposed to get 31% group D service forget about engineer even group D service point is 31% Zumaya why a big question group D mean class 8 pass 5 pass eligibility awas fill up haini angkai foreign ni assistant professor engineer both high class post ani koi mobosi sing tabok next strategy tu tori makhai sing tangai sing chini je manthai our right chini je kota tomani our due our tamaya sing fight makhai I'm also with you unfortunately I'm telling you any government come and go doesn't matter there are 64 department in the state 64 department now our party is holding only 4 department 4 land revenue forest tribal welfare and fisheries which means we're holding only 4 department 60 department belong to them suppose tabuk side in LB side if I'm holding PWD or whatever I can do something I'm an assurance Ramakamo but I'm not holding the department AOI this is not only our time since long left from government same thing Congress government same thing our people can hold only 4-5 department maximum 4-5 department even CPM time also out of 64 department our people Tripura people whoever he may belong which party he may belong doesn't matter they'll give us 4 to 5 department total This is tragedy of our people. 64 department out of 64, 4 to 5 department is in our control. It was not total control, half control, I can say. But I cannot give you answer. I cannot give you solution. That is our tragedy. But to solve this problem, time is coming. We're going to solve also. I'm telling you. Time is coming. But engineer, even doctors, the professional course, even nurse, the professional course also, we can accommodate. Let us see for the best in future. Laman I do tongo, Bagamar solve Hine, Abang Dotan Cox or Salia, time is coming. Boniboy ang Dotan Koinai, and there was some high. Since some Hato Mahai, since there is Mahai, or Coxino, Elvis Nabale Hambai, Ankono Olabala Siaki Bikria, Najafano Homano, Chini Sikla Rang, welcome. Even again extra limited. Yet, Mama Beard of Sabekana, I know like blame Keneka. Kido Beard, don't solve any boy. I'm apprentice. I am fighting day and night. Beard, but siphon the mind to money. About as well as a mistake to. She's like Hino, Pilap Pebro, on a Brocaricaya. Ooh, not Giro, Hiro Mane. Gavama miss best. There's some problem. Taboksu, a special grant, incentive. Sinta 1 lakh. Everybody can avail. To got 50%. Everybody. 1 lakh incentive, one time. This is extra, obviously, incentives. The stipend both money, stipend will get. Normal. But extra, babe, 1 lakh. There are around application, I was told, 3,000 application. Arabisya Mata 300 tiku. I think something wrong. 300 applicants, out of 300, only 3,000 applicants, out of 3,000, only 300 applicant was correct, without error. Other are disqualified or some error. I don't know why. There are another blame genuine case. 3,000 applicants, out of 3,000, only 300 was accepted without any error. Carefully, fill up technical problem. But I'm going to tick like it. I'm
Thank you, sir. It is such a good gesture of our honorable special chief guest for acknowledging the resentment and frustration of our brothers. And my dear brother, I can feel your resentment because even I have been through this phase. But at the end, stay hopeful, everything will be good. Ang Tabuk Tribal Engineer Society Tripura ni Kasku Borong Ganang Engineer Amilya Jomoteano, Hambaya Farnabagi Kojo.
저토는 살인이 한마이 굴lun가 ang sengyak sekarang ani kaisa feeling nasi nong internet share kayak masuk semua Cini orang ni orang naruh ayok rapajar the special guest Jikok Saitan ka Uko Nirokle baige khana kha ang bono सोंनानै मोसौ गैया जेटा आं खालामनानै बा आं बुजिमानि आं बनसि प्लेस्टान शेयार माखासिनाय आंखे उगगनो खुंजुबाय खानाया आंखे बोखावो सिरानो बुखा आरो से टप जागैसिगौ ओंखाय आं मा खागावो निराव उगग जे साइ थांमानि उगगनो जे थैयासा आं तो मैतमादो दै नों मैतमानायनो हानाय उगग हिबुय गलांजानाया मैतनार जानाय गग जिनि संदुनि बाङै जिनि 19टा दफा बुसानि बाङै फायदि दिनै जोंनि अरनि 10 annual general meeting 6 biennial अरनि फाइमान जाफैनाय जोंनि नारायकरा तथा त्रिपुरा राज्योनि डेपुटी CM पावार आदिनो दुई दंनाय मोजां जिष्णु देबरमन दिनै अर फाइमान जाफैनाय आं आंनि खाबाय खुबाय बेलाय बेलायखौनो हामबाय मारखा बनि लगे लगे आं हामबाय मारो दिनै अरनि फाइस फैजा जोंनि सन्दु दफानि प्रजामानजाक तथा त्रिपुरा राज्योनि मन्त्री श्री मेम्बार कुमार जमातिया बनबो आंनि तरफ থেকে এবং ट्राइबेल इन्सुरेन्स तरफ থেকে बनबो बेलाय बेलायके खाबाय खुबाय हामबाय माय आफारखा दिनै अरनियो आं नुखा जोंनि गुसुरक जोंनि दंमोन बा जोंनि कालचार बमतैबो जों इनभाइट खालामनांबाय उंग्रखौ सारियाव आसुकजा गोबां दङ फरायनायजों এবং চাকরি মাইয়াखौ बर'बो मानाय बर'बो एक समायाव जोंनि अर बेसेबां फायनो सफैनाय बर'नाव आं बेलायखौनो दिनै हामबाय माइ आफारखा दै दङ जोंनि लेंजाजाक थांनाय बिसानि बिसिङाव लेंलाय थांखा आं आंनि बोखाबाय बेलायखौनो हामबाय मारखा बनम स्पेशली हामबाय मारखा कन्टिनिउ बो आं आंनि क्वार्टार गना समनि बाङै दैनो बोखाबा बोखा खामै थांखा खारन आंबो दिनै दंनाय खानाखैनो आंबो चाकरि पाइनाय जतनि पाइनाय बनि लगे लगे आं किसानि समय नावानो जास्ट 2-3 मिनिट लास्ट जोंनि सेक्रेटारि साखा जेटा थांनाय 2 बोसोर जेटा COVID-19 पेन्डेमिक चलै तमानि बिसिङाव फनो जों जे ट्राइबेल इन्जिनियार्स जे आसक दंया तमा खायदं बनो तो दिनक जत नुखाना आं बनो डिटेल्स साननानै थाया जास्ट आं शेयार खायनाय जोंनि बुसा जोंनि सन्दुक दफानि बुसा 19 दफा 9खान साबट्राइब दङ 28টা दफा बुसा 300 लास्ट 2000 जों फार्स्ट जखन याख्राय सेमिनार टिख्लायो आफ्राय नुकजागो 192 मेम्बार्स तब बुसुम खातिनि नंथानि जतन सेमिनार माय खना अवश्य माके लुगनाय 639 लास्ट सिनियर सिपेन 639 जना नि सुबासु जेटा थांनाय बिसा नि जे सुबासु सिनि 19टा दफा नि बोसाराव सुबासुनो जों सुबाय दङ एबं सुबामानि बिसिंतै नियावनि जतनि अरनिया फान दं आं अमनसि सानि मोसौगो दिनै आंहाय नोंनिराव इमां लुक दंना होनो जे इमां बुसकानि सामुनो जारायग्लामानाय तुयै इमां मानुबनाय तुय इमां नो बाय कुनो दिनै जीवन सक्सेस होया आंके तुयै इमां नो जे इमां बुसकानि गोसों नो बहर फुराव इक्लांखाले लामा ओ इमां सि मानुबनाय दिनै जतला बुकुमबारा दङ त्रिपुराव जोंनि हिसाबाव जेटा दङ इन्जिनियार्स प्राय 1000 प्लास 14 লাখ বুকুংবারা নিং थाने अनेक किसु नोंनि कमिटमेन्ट तमांगो दं बरक दाहर दं नाहर दं फयाखि नाहर दं जेल साल सांया साजर तारमाने चिन कन्ट्रिबिउसन तमा जों सुदु रां नावै बेतन माइ दं बाय खुसि नुइ सलिया आनि बुसाबोदै नक ताङै दालाना दङै दंखा वातिमान जागिया थिकनो दङ बबाय सलिया ताखौ ब्रादार्स अनि फ्रेन्ड्स रो दिनै 14 लाख 19 टा दफानि बुसानो जों गमतै के सुबासो रोनाना ब जागातै बर थांखि सिनि एंगेल सुबासो फायनाय ओ बनसि जोंनि वासब थाइ फाय दं फायदि अनि जेबोखा मुसुकमानि निरक हाकि मुसुकबायदि आं कयो बिसकांनि खिनांनि जोंनि सालो साबजाक गोबां मा दंमानि बनसों बाहायदो जारैग्लांनाय नियमनि सुबासो सारा जों जारैग्लांमाया हायनि बांनो जोंनि अन सिस्टेम गोबां मा दङ जोंनि थांनाय बोसोर माने 2018 नि 23 तारिख डिसेम्बर जोंनि एनुवेल कनफारेन्स जोंनि समाय थांजाक दंमानि समायनि ताफानो सिन पाइरमायाखौ जों पाइरमायाखौ बुझन जों याकाय दङै जाया बाइके चारनाय बोलसिसि समय मा थांनाय जोंनि लेन्ड फान ताक जरति 35 लासिम संसा साये दमाके जागोन तो बखा दमन से बखा मुसुमनि साइज दमनि आइसि तानि हायंनाय हनो अबयसे खना सिस्टेम गोबां दं ऑनलाइन आराम से बाय कैश ड्राफ्ट चेक जों खाना सिफायमान बोले 5000 के रखबा बरना दिल्ली ना नागुरना नाय ना तो ना किंतु सिनि जेटा वन शॉप माने तो माने नेनि सुबासो फाइ दङ फाया फैया देसे फायना नां तो द्रुप साथे कमां साजा पाइल हा बेसे सलिया सुदु tabok to sudu PWD kaisa yang tongya sini kubangma department tongo PWD tongo power tongo TTAGC ONGC joto jaga na tongo sutorang ang boron niyong thani message run musugo जों जे जागा दंना थों सिनि थ्रु सिनि टेस्ट नि माध्यमे जों अनेक किसु आवाय खायला माने बनन हेल्प खाय जादों ini sini taku Elvis Debroma ni pass out nai 2016 সেটাই হোক বকক যে শাখা একদম খুব খানাংমানি কক হয়তো অরণীয় বেকার বেশি মা দंमालिया ना बिसाबा बिसिनैबा बिसा साखाया खारखौ माबाय खाना কিন্তু যে বড় ভুগিনা এগোকে সাইমানো তবে आंखे बन सानमुसुगो শুধু চাকরি নাই তংকেंया চাকরি রাস্তা गोबां मान सोनाजाक दङ बन उ सोनाजाकनो जों बाहायके याप्रि सेइनाय बनसि जों रिफ्रेमा खारनाय आवश्यक Finally, I conclude my vote of thanks. Especially thanks, press media, police personnel, our department, AMC. Jotono khabai khubai hambai maro tinoro niyo niyo kabari sermoni bangoi. Especially hambai maro tini orniyo paiso pajak sini electronics media ro surung jati borok kok sini kok namani logo ni sini kabari so paiso poyo tini so pajaka boni logo kok queen Tripura boni menchalo no hike to ani mungtui no omulyo kumar deborma hai bono ani bumungtui bako ana refresh tong nai mango hai bono teisa khabai khobake hambai maroka boni logo tongu sini khorang boro joto to nui tong na TV rogo sini khorang ornubu ang belai khene hambai maroka tini oro paisini program no fully coverage romani bangmai paithago ang just kisa koisio na tisya সময় সাথে সাথে হাতে চালিয়া ani joto members delegate te takhu oroniyo press tongnai joto nang koyar musugo jinor kisi sa satai thu thu pan satai khaijak tongo o satai na joto no saima thanai sai ekhe buta thangmai jari thu thai hake khibijak painai si dorkar nangla ke sung nok ni batasana thui rohona hi khakai tong joto no hambai khulumka temisa thank you to all Tribal Engineers Society long live test hambai